You have King of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. So this person probably cheated on you, probably had another lover, and you probably stuck around and waited for this person to realize how important you were to them, or how special you were. Or you probably waited for them to, choose a lover, and they never did, so you're not waiting around anymore. And I don't feel like you're going to isolate yourself. I feel like you're just going to, go out right away with your girlfriends, start looking for lovers. You're going to be on Tinder or Plenty of Fish right away, looking for somebody new. Tell me about the Knight of Swords reversed for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Nine of Swords. So even though you're not going to isolate yourself, you're putting yourself back out there, you still have a little anxiety, you still have a little fear here. But you're not communicating that with anybody. You're not letting anybody know that this is still that this is tearing you up, I feel like. Tell me about the Two of Swords reversed for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why is the Two of Swords here? You have the Lovers. So this person never made a choice. This could have been a divine union. Or you felt like maybe this was a divine union. But this person never made a choice. They were still juggling partners. Tell me about the Lovers reversed. The Hierophant and the Six of Coins. So this person was giving to two people. Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck again. And you were done putting up with this. So you cut this person out. You're not waiting for them to make a choice anymore. You're still torn up about it, but you're putting yourself out there right away. And maybe you're doing that to help get over this quicker. Or maybe there's a fear of being alone. Tell me about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit reversed for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Seven of Coins. Seven of Pentacles. So you have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but this Ten of Cups, there's nobody in it. There's just that Ace of Cups right there. So you have a fear of being alone. It could be a little codependency, I mean. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Like, there's something about yourself that you are fearing. You have the Sun at the bottom, but you have Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So, the truth is coming out. There was a third party. And this person probably told you that they were committed to you, but you found out they were committed to two people. The Hierophant is here, but it's not the Hierophant we want to see. It's, unorthodox relationships. It's, somebody lying about being in a relationship, somebody lying about being married, somebody giving to two people. And now you found out about it. And you're not isolating yourself anymore. You're putting yourself back out on the market so that you can move on from this. Tell me about the Five of Coins reversed for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You have the Seven of Wands. So you got your guard up now. You have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this could be a new love that's bringing you out of the cold. But you got your guard up now because of whoever this is that, lied and cheated on you. Was given to two people. You got your guard up now. You are not going to let anybody else make you feel this way ever again. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Let me just make sure this is your energy. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. I mean, it's gotta be your energy. Three of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. But in this Ten of Pentacles, he's alone with his dog. And in this Three of Wands, it's looking out onto a desert. So, you could be putting yourself out there on Tinder, but I feel like you don't really want anything serious from it. Because you're still holding on to whatever happened with this, because you didn't give it enough time for you to forgive and to move on from this. Which is fine. Everybody deals with things in different ways. But I feel like you have your guard up and you're denying yourself of any new connection that comes in because you're so afraid of getting hurt again. You might miss out on opportunities because you now have a fear of commitment. You have a fear of somebody breaking your heart again. So you're not going to let anybody come in. So let me get you your best advice and see where you should be focusing your energies for the next few days. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 24th through the 27th. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So this card is all about blindly following your faith. But let's read it to make sure. There might be a message in here. Alright, belief and faith. Faith must be informed by reason. When faith becomes blind, it dies. The concept of this card is similar to those presented in the faith cards of my tarot decks. A selection of religious symbolism represents a gamut of beliefs. The irony of this common denominator is tragic. With so much suffering inflicted in their name, religions have much to answer for. The blindfold can represent the blind faith such religions demand from their followers, but also the blindness often shown towards the belief of others. All this is set against the backdrop of Darwinian evolution shown in red below the various golden symbols. An ironic contradiction that represents the common denominator of humanity is shared by all religions and adds a question mark to them all. I don't feel like this has to do with religion. I feel like this has to do with you believing that this is a divine union and putting up with more than you should have put up with because you were blindly believing that this was supposed to be like this, if that makes sense. This person probably cheated on you for quite a while. And you probably put up with it for quite a while. But now you're not waiting around anymore. You're finally saying enough is enough. You have hurt me enough. Whether you're my soulmate, twin flame, karmic partner, life partner, whatever, I'm done with this. I'm not just going to allow you to treat me however you want to and turn a blind eye to it. Did you see that? Fly by the camera. I don't know what that was. But you're not going to turn a blind eye to how this person was treating you now just because there's a connection there. Connection or not, you know how you deserve to be treated, and you're not going to put up with anything less than what you deserve. The Devil reversed could be dealing with a Capricorn. Seven of Swords reversed. The World reversed. And the King of Swords reversed. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Coins. So you're forgiving somebody for some kind of deception. You're forgiving, but you're also blocking them out. You're blocking communication. I feel like you're just moving on afterwards. You're not going to hold any resentments towards this person at all, but you're not giving them another chance. You're just going to focus on your money right now. Clarify the Seven of Swords. You have the Sun. Something was illuminated to you about deception. Clarify the Devil. The Lovers reversed. So it could have been somebody had another lover and you found out about the truth. Tell me about Judgment for Libra. Why is Judgment here? Nine of Cups with the Fool. So you're forgiving this person, and I feel like you're moving on. You're forgiving and forgetting. Moving on without this person. Tell me about the World. The Hermit could be dealing with a Virgo. You're moving on. You're soul searching. You're finding your true self. You're being true to yourself by not giving this person another chance. Tell me about the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords. So they lied to you. There was a lot of lies. This Knight of Swords, I hope you can see that. He's swallowing that sword. He's eating his words. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. You have the Devil. They gave in to temptations. They didn't stand their ground to the devil, against the devil. They gave in to the devil. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Judgment reversed. They haven't forgiven themselves for this, though. It looks like you forgave them, but they haven't forgiven themselves. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Four of Pentacles reversed. You're letting this person go. You're blocking this person. You might be blocking them on social media, or blocking their phone number, or just blocking them energetically. You're not letting this person. You're not giving this person another chance. You're forgiving and moving on. Finding yourself again. They haven't forgiven themselves, though. Tell me about Judgment reversed. Nine of Wands. It looks like they're cutting out the bullshit, though. They learned their lesson. They just haven't forgiven themselves yet. Tell me about the Knight of Swords for Libra. Knight of Wands reverse. You're giving them a dose of their own medicine. You're not cheating on them like they did to you, but you're giving them a dose of their own medicine by leaving. You got Strength at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with a Leo, or a Gemini, but you left this person, and now they're learning their lesson. They're feeling remorse. They're not forgiving themselves for what they've done. You've forgiven them, but you're moving on, letting go, leaving, and now they're, kind of stuck in regret. Tell me about the Sun. Clarify the Sun for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Temperance reversed. Could have been a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. But it's being illuminated that this person was deceptive, that they weren't finding moderation in something, that they weren't balancing themselves, that they weren't healing over something. Tell me about Temperance. King of Pentacles. And this King of Pentacles looks like they're packing their bags and leaving. With the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is a resting period. They've done the healing, and now they just want to, be on their own with the Hermit and the Four of Swords. They just want to rest and recuperate from this. And I don't think they're going to give you another chance. So Libra, let me get you some final advice to see where you should be focusing your energies for the next week. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Final advice for Libra from March 27th through April 3rd. That's too many. Final advice for Libra from March 27th. You have the Lord reversed with the hand at the bottom of the deck. The hand is about friendship, offering help, reaching for goals. So start focusing on your goals right now. And the Lord reversed is lack of discipline, dominating, and independence. So that can be this Temperance card reversed. Somebody couldn't find moderation. Somebody couldn't practice self-discipline and not be a dog. So if you're the one that cheated, start working on your self-discipline and start reaching for your goals. If you were cheated on, start working on your self-discipline and reaching for your goals. Same message for both, so